up, players? Back in cargo mode. What? As you can tell, I'm pretty psyched to be on the beach. Why? Because I'm always psyched to be on the beach. Alright. Something interesting to talk about. I'm on the beach! No complaints today. I get to work on my tan. And ride my favorite stretch of beach. It's low tide. Put the fenders back on. Marvelous day. Just cleared McCurdy Point. Alright, we're doing a slow cruise for beach glass, agates, and petrified wood. And if you're lucky enough, you might even get a marble. So, little history behind Glass Beach. As early as, or as late as, well, they stopped in the 1970s, but they used to just dump trash off the bluff. And effective way to get rid of trash, I suppose. And I imagine the trash back then was a lot different, you know, a lot more glass and metal and maybe less plastic. Well, I don't know. Lame part of the story. Anyhow, because of that, there's a lot of glass on this beach. There used to be a paint can, or a spray paint factory too, and they used to have marbles in their cans and the defects they'd throw off, and occasionally you can just find a regular marble anyway, so lots of cool things to look out for on the beach. Now, if at any point I stop and kick some sand around, I can find a small piece of glass, but we're looking for something a little bit bigger, something a little bit more special. So for agates, you want to look for translucent, sorry, I'm peddling, filming, and glassing, so it's hard to focus. Anyway, you want to look for something that's kind of translucent, but there's a lot of quartz too, and quartz is common, but agates are special, and there's two telltale signs to look for agates out here. One is something called pitting, and the other is something called eccentric banding. And both of those characteristics make a really special agate. It's how they form. It's, you know, layers upon layers of stuff settling over time and then hardening and then turning into this nice see-through rock. If I don't find one today, I'll show you my favorite one that I found earlier. Oop. What do we have here? Looks like a piece of pottery. Oh my, that's a cool number. Look at that. Is it in focus? Let's rinse it off. Yeah, look at that. That is so cool. I have no idea what it is. Oh, look at that. Piece of pottery from somewhere. Uh-oh. Well, my boots are not as wet as they could be, but that, okay, no, never mind, I'm soaked. Sweet. Okay, we got a twofer right here. Now, brown and clear are the most, whoa, I've not seen this before. It's like, I wonder what bottle that came from, but it is brown and clear. Well, anyway, as I was saying earlier, brown and clear, it's the most common type of glass you can find, but this is actually a first for me finding one that is both. So it has just been a boon today. The sun is out and the tide is low And nobody else is out here, and it is a great day for glassing. What? Now, I really like cruising where it's wet because it's a lot easier to see. Still recovering from a flu that I got on the cruise. I am stuffed up. There's a big hunk of ceramic. Now, normally I used to collect those, but big hunks of white ceramic there's a lot of, and I just think that they're all probably from toilets. I mean, it'd be cool to make something out of them, but it's just so common I don't bother picking it up unless it looks cool. That one almost made the grade. But anyway, ooh, that is a pretty little shell. I do like that. Sure, it's not complete or anything, but I like it, so it's going in. But as I was saying, I like cruising right along where the waves wash up because it makes the agates easier to see and the glass shiny, especially when the sun is at the angle that it is now. You can see my tracks from earlier. It is so gorgeous out today. I am a very happy clam. Happy as a clam, happy clam, whatever. I'd rather be clammy than crabby. I can be that too. La, da, 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 da. But it's hard to be crabby on the beach. As you can tell by my humor, I obviously should not be a stand-up comedian. What is that? Oh, it's just a stupid rock. I thought it was going to be a piece of wood. Kind of looks cool, though. Well, plenty of beach to comb. So, gonna do that. I'll turn the camera back on if I find something really cool. I like the color of this guy. This might be Jasper, but I'm not sure. There's another type of rock on the beach you can find called Orbicular Jasper, and it's harder than the rocks around it, and it looks cool, and it's spot. Oh, hello, hello, hello. A rare color here. Green. Ooh, it's a cool triangle too. What a fun little treasure. Well, I suppose I can talk about the machine that I use to get onto the beach. Here is my Mongoose Vincent, and I've had it for coming up on 4 years now, maybe 3. It's been a great bike, all aluminum. My only complaint is it has a straight steer and it doesn't have a through axle in the back, but you know what? That hasn't slowed down my enjoyment of it. Right now I'm running full fenders because I've been on the beach so much that having the full fenders is nice. This is a handle from a Jeep. You put it up, you know, the classic oh shit handle. I am rocking 800 millimeter wide bars from Control Tech with the new 35 millimeter stem. Makes maneuvering this bike is a dream, very easy. I've got bar ends and these little inboard things. They give you an extra grip position there. I like having as many as I can because I don't like having, you know, hand issues. So I'm running a 32 tooth chainring, skip tooth. It's not actually a skip tooth, it's just missing a tooth. It broke off sometime, I don't know when. Yeah, I know, my chain's very greased up. Well, you know what? I'm on the beach a lot, and anything else wears off 20 miles in, and this is the only one that doesn't make my chain brown. It's worked for me. It works well for me, so haters gonna hate. Of course they're gonna hate anyway because it's a mongoose. Anyway, I've got the Sunrace 8-speed 1140 tooth cassette on the back with a SRAM X3 derailleur. I tried to Sharpie out the S on SRAM, so it just said RAM. Thought that was funny. What else? My brakes are knockoff Shimano entry-level ones by some brand called Talarek. Don't really know much about that. This is a $5 Walmart crate. It can haul up to 80 pounds. That's been tested, picking up rocks like these for landscaping at home. I have a 180 millimeter floating rotor up front. That thing's been great. I've got these cool Crank Brothers pedals that Shiggy sent me. Thank you, Shiggy. I love this bag in the back. You can put water bottles in it, or if you wanted your clothes or whatever. And then up front, I've got a camera bag, a hairbrush, my puffy vest, and my water supply, which is held on with a bungee cable and grip tape on that side. And this thing doesn't go anywhere, and it holds 48 ounces of water, which is plenty for me. It's hard to run out before you run into another source, so it's kind of overkill a little bit. I've used a shock fender and the SKS Mud X fender up front, and I find that just works fantastically. I forget the brand on this fender, but it too works very well. Low tide. It's very warm. Woo! Another big piece of glass. That's a keeper. So warm that it's tank top weather. Woo! Oh, cargo ship out there. So to give you an idea of our bearing, there's Victoria. The San Juans are that way. Behind those clouds is Mount Baker. Then you've got like Snohomish County, past Whidbey Island that way. And then, you know, like Seattle. And now you're south. Nothing out that way. Hee-ha-ho. Protected Island. You know, I realized I didn't talk about my tires at all, but they are CST roly-polies, and they're 26 by 4.8 inches, and they are mounted on 100 millimeter wide rims, so they give me plenty of flotation. Right now I am running 7 in the rear, squishy, and then I'm running like 5 or 6 up front, and I find that to be the optimal combo for the beach. If I'm hauling rocks, I'll do 7 and 7. Yeah, great tires, no complaints. Not a lot of people run them because, well, it's a weird tire and they're hard to find. I found these on eBay. They're 120 TPI, so that's thread per inch. It makes them, you know, more supple. It does have really beefy side lugs, which I love, because if you ever get wedged in between any barnacle-y rocks, it just launches you straight forward. The actual tread, I mean, these knobs are not that deep, but that works great on the beach. I find this to be a fast tire. I'm never really lacking traction. The rear is mounted in reverse for, I do that on all my fat bike tires, really, because I find it gives me better grip back there. That's where my weight bias is, so it kind of works like a paddle almost. You can see it's got kind of a paddle-y tread right there. Frame bag is, gosh, who's this frame bag? Oh, it's some weird X brand, but man, it works great. Sealed zippers, and as long as you don't overstuff it, it's awesome. No complaints there. Running ammo bags in lieu of, you know, the actual feed bags you can buy. $5 and $5. And I think they're better than the Revlate bags. That's right. I said it out loud. Higher volume, really durable, and I don't know a Revlate bag that can fit 3 liters of whatever. Or these bags are awesome. Camera bag, and yeah. Oh, friction shifter, and the bell's essential. It really is. I know it sounds funny. For ride food, I've got a bunch of, well, there's nuts, Haribos, a bunch of leftover Halloween candy, some crackers, and it's all in a big thing of powdered milk. I know that's weird, but like, stuff's rocket fuel and I love it. And it's like, if I get stranded out here, this is a lot of food. And you know, just nibble on it when eat when you're hungry, you know, or eat before you're hungry. I eat whenever, I suppose. Hunger is the best spice, and when you ride, it gets hungry. Or you get hungry, rather. Oh, this sunset is unreal. Look at that! This sunset is unreal.